Alright, so it's official. I'm technically getting a new PC, even though I brand it as a upgrading. This is my current setup. As you can see, it's a bit outdated. We are running on Intel i5 and then a GTX 1660 Super. So the new hardware that we're getting, it's a 4070 Super and a new AMD Ryzen 7 chip, which that means I have to completely change the motherboard and the drive, the RAM and everything. So basically it's an entire upgrade. So I'm not sure how much of this is going to be posted on my YouTube channel, so I guess we have to wait and see. But anyway, not all the parts arrived yet, but the most crucial things I was waiting for did arrive, which is my DDR RAM. So basically my motherboard have arrived, my my CPU have arrived, my graphics card is the first one to arrive, and then I'm just waiting for this, then we can change to a new PC. So yeah, so I guess right now we will have to go with the dismantling. I did some homework, so I roughly know. Ooh, I got a cut here. Where did I get this cut from? No idea. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, so I did some homework, so I roughly know what to input on. We are also getting something new, which is the RGB lights, but those have not arrived yet. So the parts that are missing right now is the new CPU fan and the RGB light, but those I can swap them out fairly easily. But the main component is whatever is on the motherboard. So right, so let us do with the dismantling. I already did power off already, so there's no electricity in it. So we will plug out some of the auxiliary stuff, my SSD drive. We can remove this. This is the wire that comes with it. Perhaps I can install it this way, so I know what I'm not missing. Right, and this is the second SATA drive. We can remove GPU, I guess. I think this is also something that we can do. Let me check just to make sure I'm doing right. Alright, GPU, goodbye. We do need to unscrew this. Yeah, so I am very excited that we are getting a new PC. As in, who won't be? This is basically my childhood dream come true. As in, I did get some courage previously from messing about. First I did change the RAM initially, then after that I did change the SSD drive, more M2 drive, M2 card. And then one of the most major game changer that I did was the PSU. So if you did watch some of my recent videos, I did mention that I changed the PSU. The computer is much more stable now. It doesn't crash, often, because previously my PC crashed, especially when I try to run games and everything. Now the problem is okay, the button is over here. So there is the clip here, and we can remove, I believe, oh no, there's still one more screw over here. Yeah, so the one that gave me the courage to do all of this is changing the PSU. and once the PSU, fix in the PSU, nothing happens, the computer never explode, the PC never explode, and basically that's a signal for me to say, hey, maybe it's time for to change more parts. So that's what we did. So now is trying to be careful on removing the parts. Why are you not coming out? Damn it, there's still one more. I'm so excited. Yeah, too excited. Need to calm down a little bit. Right. So, there we go. This should pop right out. There we go. Right. Ooh. So that's our old PSU. Say goodbye. Goodbye. Right, so some of the works or handiworks that I did that's a bit sketchy will be how I mount the M2 drive, because I cannot find the right screw. So all of this is technically, it's not a good fit, the screw. So that is a little bit sketchy, but hopefully the new motherboard, they do provide a clip, and hopefully those works better. So this is one drive, and this is the second one. To this, right, easy removal. There we go. So we do have these two clips. I need to know which one is the one that it's the one with my system. Does it show the I'm blind. Alright, so this is the one with the OS, and then this is the auxiliary, second one. So we have two of this. Yep. So there's one over here. So once we are done with the M2 drive, we remove our RAM. Right, remove our RAM. Excuse me. Yeah, I got a little bit of the sniffle because I have to crawl underneath the table to swap a new LAN cable, because because I'm changing the position of my CPU, so I require a longer wire in order to reach that. Alright, so I guess we connect this, and then we can connect the most obvious one, which is the 24 power clip. This is a scary one. I remember this. Come on. I remember this. It's coming out. Give it a little wiggle. There we go. Yeah. And then this is the fan. So we can just plug it out. This is the fan as well. We can plug it out. And then what is this? Alright, so if we were to remove this, this is right, so this is the front panel. How should I do this? There's a plus. I did take a picture of all of this, so it should not be a big deal. Should not be a big deal, right? Oh man, imagine I have to screw on this one. Anyway, let's move on. And what is this? This is a... no idea what this is. Do you know what this is? USB 3.0. Ah, okay. Alright. And then we have this as well. That will be the... oh goodness, what does it say? I can't say. Alright, there's a system fan. Alright, and then we do have one more of this, which we need to remove. There is the audio, right? And there's this as well. Ow, this is sharp. I remember doing this. I don't like the one, the connection that I hate the most is this one, cause it's difficult to get my way in there, especially with the sharp edges from this fan. Yeah, I'm crying. It's so exciting. Alright, come on. Alright, so we are done with the disassembly. We probably need to remove the fan. Maybe the front fan, no. The back fan, yes. How do I do this? Oh, okay. There's a screw right here. So we do this. Undo the fan. Oops. Where did it go? Alright. That's one. Disgusting. That's two. Yeah. So once this is done, as in installing the hardware, before we start this, I just have to remove the driver. That's what they have said. But the only one that I did not manage to remove was the Intel chipset driver, because I have no idea which is which. So yeah, but we'll see whether did I make the right choice. Alright, so we can remove the chip fan that we have. It's Cooler Master, no idea how much RPM, 1200 RPM. Meh. Right, so that's a fan. Alright, so I don't think there's any screw that's holding this thing back, no. So the only one that is holding back everything now, it's the screws right here. So let us do this, and once we done that, the screws here, once we done that, it will be official that there is no going back. We are moving ahead. I just need to be careful to not touch any of... Alright, so this is over here. There's 1, 2, 3. It's for the front of this. Alright, and then we have one of this over here. Yeah, I am pretty sensitive to dust, and especially that corner where the internet port is located. It's basically a dust zone. So there is a lot of dust. So I did have to do some house cleaning to to clean that spot, and the dust over there is thick. Alright, it's number 4. I believe there is 6 screws. I need to double check the fan as well. Yeah, the fans for the. Give me a moment. Is it below? Yes, it is at the bottom. So, one more is over here. I think it's one more is up there, right? Right, that is, wait, 2, 4, 6. Oh, there's 6. Right. Moment of truth. I think there's one more. Is there one more? Ow. Ow. Yep, there's one more in there. Yeah. Right here. Got it? Right there, got it? Alright, so how do I remove this? Do I grab it by the side? Ooh. Alright, moment of truth. Alright, fidgeting. Alright, you have served me well, OPC B650. You have served me well. You have lasted me for 7 years. And now it's time to pass the torch. Right, so let me put this aside. Okay, maybe before this I do have to pause for a while. Just wash up a little bit, then I'll come back to you in a moment. Right, so hello. Alright, I am back, but to you it won't seems like I was gone for a while, but actually I went up for a while to wash up a little bit. As you can tell, I am no longer sniffing. Yep, I cleared my sinus, and I also do tidy up some of my places as well, to prepare to change my CPU location from this side of the table to that side of the table, and then I have to do some rewiring, reconfiguring, and some of the wires over here to set it up properly, tidy up the place a little bit. At the same time, we are also setting up the cables over here so that we can use them straight away. Right, so one of the things that we are doing, especially with the new GPU, is require this 12 pin, 12 pin instead of a 8 pin connector. So GPU does, RTX, what was that, GeForce MSI do supply this to help us to change these two cables together, and everything else is the same. So hopefully we do not need to do much, but maybe before we proceed we can, I got this cable tie, do some touch up as well to just tie up this this portion so that they don't get caught in anything as we assemble. Continue with our assembly, our installation. Where's my clipper? Nail clipper. Right. One more of this over here. And then we should be fine. Yeah. Click. Can we click? Nice. Right, so that will be it. I do have a, let me see. So this is the GPU. This is the SATA. I do have to pull out another part of the SATA over here to connect to for other connections. Yes, so that is what we two are doing. Right, so we just this is a little bit short. Yes, is it possible to extend this? No, this is the maximum GPU. It's, yeah. Alright, time to bring out our guest of honor. There we go. Our guest of honor, our new motherboard. Right, this sexy bitch. Well, right, so let us try to lower it gently. I'm grabbing it by the CPU fan, which one of my friend told me it's best not to, but I find that's the easiest way to transport it. Alright, so let us just align this properly and hopefully everything is seated. Gosh, this is so scary. This is the scariest part. Okay, so supposedly the front panel should be seated. Yeah, the front panel is seated properly. The remaining but is it sitting all the way? That's one, that's two. I think they're all seated properly, right? That's, what sound is that? Let me double check. Man, this is scary. Okay, let us not panic and try again. I can hear people screaming as I do this. I believe we are good. Alright. Yes? Yes? We done it? We done it? Seems so. Right, so okay. So let us pray that I did not screw up. So, and everything is working. We just tighten up all the screws and we should be Gucci. So the hardest one is the one that's right here at the corner, right here. So hold on, I can do something about it. No, I can't really. Alright, but it's a good thing that I am very good with my fingers, so I can technically work this in. Yep, it's in. See, I am good at this. Right, so let me just double check. Oops, yep, it's in. Just need to screw it in. I wonder, am I doing this wrong? Again, I can hear people screaming at the screen. Oh my god, you're doing it wrong. But you can, I guess, leave some advice on how to do it. As in, this is by far, for me, the best way in my circumstances that's achievable. Oops. But why is it not going in? It doesn't feel the thread engaging. It is engaging. It's just this portion over here. Alright, I think I got it. Yes. Alright, so I don't need to over tighten this. We can continue with this. There's one more over here. Alright, just drop one screws in. There's one over here. There's one in here. Oops. And then there's one more up there. Right. But I feel like there's a lot more slots over here. Like example, yeah, what's with the deal? Right. I think it's this one. Yeah, I guess they give me a few more slots where the screw goes to. Which is useful if your PC have different configurations. Right. But once I screw this in, we are done with the scariest part. Right. The next part will be mounting the M2 drive. So I have to remove the heatsink over here. We can keep this for future use, since my M2 come with a heatsink. Samsung Evo. Are you? No? Alright. This one. So there we go. This is new, brand new heatsink. Cool. Oh, this is interesting. Alright, so that's one, and that is the second one. So this is the one that will be with the OS, the Windows OS. Why? Yes, most of the time, I guess the video you're just watching my hairy hand. Alright, so that's two. Yeah, same goes with this. Does have a cooling pad. I'm not sure how this works though. It's a curious thing. Alright, so you can see there is a clip over here, right here, that we can use it to mount the. But how does this work? So I believe we should push this here. Yeah, maybe you can go all the way in. Yeah, you can see there's two clips over here. Right, so this is the one with the operating system. Ooh. So we will be installing this way, and then we push it down. So we want to align this like this, and then we just clip it. It fits nicely. What a surprise. There's so much. This like a completely different from my previous motherboard. Ooh, dear. Fumbling everything. Right, the second, we just push this in and then rotate this. Maybe you can use these. Where's my scissors? Yeah, you can push this in. The operation. Is it all the way down? Yep. There you go. So now they are firmly secured. Right. And now we can pop up the RAM that we are waiting for. Okay, let me see. Check out our reference right here. Alright. So we want to put it in number 2 and 4. Right, A2 and B2. So we are looking at the one that's furthest and this one that is second. So one, this two. Just going to open this two. Ooh, open this two. Right. Does this work? No, it's only on the one side. Right. So that is the two that we are looking for. Right. Let us go. We do have a small manual warranty and installation. Cool. Right, power down, don't touch the chip, press it both together, clip them properly. Yep. Do that. And then we just match it. Is it this direction or this direction? This direction. Right, so I believe these two can also open up, right? No? I swear. No, it does not. Come on. Alright. This is number 1. Is it in? Is it seated properly? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to open up. No. Is this not supposed to open up? It's not supposed to open up. So, just need to borrow the light a little bit. I guess there's no resistance over here. So I guess we just align on one side and then slide the other side down. Man, this is hard work. Press all the way down. Alright, so that's one. And then the second one. They are 16 gig. So total we have 32 gigs of RAM, which is more than enough. To be honest, it doesn't really use that much, or rather my workload doesn't use that much. But it's always good to have a little bit more. Right, so that's the RAM done. Alright, let me just tidy up as we go. Return the chip back to their position. You can reuse the box right here. Alright, we can start with some of the connections. So I guess we can try plugging it. Let me see. We can try plugging it. This CPU connection. I don't like this. I believe, yeah, so it's supposed to maneuver it this way. I'm getting the sniff for again. It's coming back. It's so dusty. It's so dusty. Right, I can't really see well, so let me just adjust the light over here. Just over here. There we go. Right, so we want to clip this way. Push it in. Push it in. Alright, it's in. I have to clip it. I think it's in. I think it's all the way in. And then the second one, let's bend the wire a little bit before we slide. It's correct? Am I correct? No, I think it's upside down. Right, so we need to do this way and then have it go in this way. Is it? Am I getting it? No, almost. Just as in, a lot of the time when you are seeing me working with my hand, I am actually not looking at where I'm doing. It's purely by feel. The example just now when we were working on, or is there a direction with this? Is there, say, perhaps a clip or something? No, I don't think so. Yeah, so a lot of time I'm actually working purely by touch. So that's, oh, am I in? That's right. Are you in? That's what she says. Alright, so this is in. So we have the special connection over there, and then we have the big guy over here. So this should be simple enough. Click, yep, that's 2. We have a system fan over here. Does this 2 go over this side? I feel like this is a different connection. We might have an issue with this. Yeah, we might have an issue with this. This is the USB for the front panel, which evidently over here we do not have that option. So let us consult over that. Right, so we do have the USB for the front, but they are separated. Maybe it's this one. Is it this one? Is it this one? Feels like it. Alright, so that means that we need to open up the back case to connect this. Let me just double check. Yep. So we need to open up the back case to connect this. But I believe we can connect the rest as well. This is, what is this? Oh no, oh, this is the front fan. So the front fan, which is system fan, this one over here. Right, and then we have all of this. Right, let me just check on my diagram again. Yep, we have the front panel, all of this. I did save it on my phone, so I have to take a look on my phone. Okay, seems like I can't really, this phone can't really mess with the systems, which means I have to splice the video together. Now the downside of this is that it's so random. Like the connection here is pretty random. It's just a random wires that's doing over here, not doing anything. But I guess we can kind of make it so that it sits in this manner that nobody notices. Hopefully this doesn't screw up anything else. Yep. We have a nice color wire over here, and we will how do I connect this in the nice looking way? Alright, and then this is for the GPU. Okay, do we want to connect our back fan for now? Yeah, but I need to check the fan directions, so I will do that. So let me bring out our VIP. He has been sitting and waiting for a very long time. Alright, this is the first part that arrived. ahead of everybody else, and I've been chilling for a while. So let's take a look at this beauty. Alright, I know this is not the newest or whatever, but it's still very exciting for me. So there is still some films that I need to remove, but otherwise everything will be okay. Is this supposed to be exposed this way? Seems kind of sketchy. Right, so we definitely need to remove those at the back. You can remove the plastic coverings over here. Alright, gosh, this is another headache. Where is the start? Over here. There we go. Shiny plastic. But when I put this in, I need to calculate where is probably have to clip it over here, or is it over here, for a good place for my mount. Right, and then we also remove the top here, and then the shielding. Alright, so we will plug this in over here. So let us finesse this into position. Can't quite see. Alright, we got it in. Oh, it's only used one slot. Interesting. Which is the second slot. The position is slightly different. Alright. Seated well. And then we will plug this in right here. Right here. Hold on. The wires is maybe we adjust this a little bit. Alright, unplug this too, and then we plug this in first. Seated. Is it even seated properly? Why do I hear it? Alright. Alright, so this tool comes, I guess. I wonder how can we connect this. Do we want to go on this side? And then you will connect here, which you need to flip. Perhaps we can flip you. Alright. We can kind of push you to the side or towards the top. How do I do this? Maybe we can shift you this way. It's nothing much too glamorous, because when we cover this, yeah. Okay. Is there anything else? So we done the PSU as well, GPU. I think that's all for the hardware side. we just need to install the fan and we'll be done. So let me just start assembling this bag. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, you will be here. Just pop off this back into position. Are you out of place? Why just different positions? Guess we'll clip this too. Alright. Oops. Okay. Ooh. Alright, so the GPU is seated well, and we will, let me see, we will see which one is the, what is this, why is it not secure? I need, that means I fixed the wrong one. Should not be an issue, right? No, actually we do need to fix this in the correct position. Alright, so we are looking at what is this, an hour into our process. How am I doing? Am I an amateur, newly started PC hardware guy, or have I met your expectations? Let me know, or any ways I can improve, or any things that perhaps I got lucky, that perhaps you want to give a PSA to everybody that this guy almost messed up his PC, his rig. Right, so I need to see which connection. So both of them is the API, I think. They call it the API or whatever. So I need to double check that the connections are correct. I believe these are all this. Oops. Yep. And then we can use it to cover the rest of this. So this is a HDMI. Yeah, we can reuse this. No, we can't really do that. Right, so we do have all these ports over here. It's like right here, shining new place. Right, we will fire this thing up and pray that I did not screw up. This is huge. Right, everything is plugged in. Well, not everything. I need to plug in my keyboard and my mouse. Maybe I need my mouse. Yeah, this is temporary. After that, once I set up everything is nice and running, I will have to unplug everything and then put it back into position. Alright, do I want to connect the sound as well? Alright, let me connect the sound as well. The sound, which plug should I go? Was it here? No, I believe it's the red one. Right. The volume, let me just key it up a little bit. Whew. Alright, moment of truth. Sorry I can't really show you my screen, but I can dictate what's going on. And this is the USB with the bio updates. So we'll plug it here just to make sure that every part of the PC is working. Right, turning it on, gonna explode. I can't even find the on switch. Right, it's on. You just give it a moment to saturate. We have the system running through and on. Oh, you have light as well. Oh, maybe I can show you as well the lights over here. That's what's going on over there. The CPU is running, the RAM is good, everything is good. The display, they actually have lights over here. Right, it's the new CPU installed. The TPM is corrupted. I can't read the rest, so I need to set that up. Video input. Standby mode. I probably need to SF1. Did I miss it? Alright, it's running the Windows screen. It's running the Windows screen. I need to press button. Getting ready. Spinning now for whatever reason. Double check the fan. I need to go into the biome. Press delete. I missed it. It's a new MAG symbol. It's nice. The fan feels nice. It's trying its best. The RGB fan looks nice though. I didn't know this is RGB fan. I thought it's just a normal fan. I am your biggest fan. it's giving me a black screen, but I think this is the Windows running. But I need to, does this goes in? I don't think this is seated properly. Maybe I can hook this outside or something. With the GPU sitting over here, I can't really see the other hard drive, the other M2 drive, which is sitting right below this guy. Alright. Yep, we are. Is there a connection over there? Did I miss something? Right, it's working. We are into Windows. We are not connected to the internet yet. The sound is working. Very nice. But we need to hold on. Advanced startup. Oops. Where's this? Right. Restart now. Okay. I don't think there's much to show now, but I will stop here while I mess with the software. But if you are watching and you have watched all the way to the end of here, stay tuned. As mentioned at the start of the videos, I do have a few more parts that's coming in. Mainly it's the fan and some of the RGB lights. So those two are coming in. Now once they arrive and installed, I will show you how it looks like, everything. But the journey, I think since the PC is running, everything looks good. Alright, so I will end here, and thanks for joining, and do leave a comment on how well did I do. Am I qualified now? I do spend a lot of research on doing this. I did try to use AI. I know some people might have different feelings regarding about AI, but it does help with a lot of my research. It basically in 10 minutes I got quite a lot of information, and I just only need to spend another 10 minutes to verify the information. I don't have to dig through a lot of settings and everything. So AI does have its use. So this build I do use a lot heavily on AI to figure out these things and that. Yeah, but ultimately this is what I guess Gemini has advised, for a mid-range computer, AMD Ryzen 7 to pair up with a GTX 4070, right? So that's the main two components that I'm looking for. So once the software update, everything is done, I will do a benchmark, so you can also look forward to the video and see how well does my rig can play Horizon Forbidden West. Right, so thanks for joining and everything. Really appreciate if you leave a like and comment, and if you look forward to more contents, irregular, sporadic content, you can subscribe. Right, so thank you. I'm really excited, and the danger, I hope it's done. So we'll end here. Thanks for joining. See you. Bye.